I'm rebuilding the Smart Woodshop. I'm Ron Paulk, and this is the Smart Woodshop. And just so you know, this is a 12x8 trailer. But the design of the Smart Woodshop, it doesn't matter. This is completely scalable to any length or width trailer you have, or if you've got a box truck or a van, or if you're working out of a little one-car garage and you need to build something very organized on a wall, or you've got a massive shop and you want to organize everything. This system, this cabinet design, these cubbies, it's all very scalable. I said I was rebuilding the Smart Woodshop. That was a stretch. Actually, all I'm doing is reorganizing. And this is the beauty of the design. As things change, as my tools evolve, I can adjust things, reorganize without remodeling, without rebuilding. In the past few months, I added this DeWalt battery miter saw. I added this DeWalt battery table saw, the rigid benchtop sander, and I have taken the saw stop off of its wheeled cart, and instead of storing it in the aisleway, it's now storing here. With those tools added, I needed more space. A bigger trailer is not an option. This thing at 12x8 by about 6'6" is palatial. I need no bigger. But I had to harvest some space. I had to rethink things. Remember this space up here? This is where the Smart Bench and the Smart Station stacked on top of each other with all of their accessories tucked inside of them. And I'd bring them into the aisle and I'd lift them and put them up there. Well, I needed that space. It made a lot of sense just to put the workbenches in the aisle. The needing of this space, you know where that led? The entire Smart Cart. So as I was starting to figure this out, all of a sudden I went a couple of months into that, and I'm really glad I did. That has been the best change I've ever made. I am so excited about that cart. I can load my benches in the aisleway on wheels, roll them in and out easy. It's actually easier than bringing them in one bench at a time and lifting them up. So I've actually reduced the amount of work I have to do, made things faster and better. I'm back to what started it all, and that is getting all of this stuff in here. I put these tools up here. They fit no problem. I moved the Festool storage from here to up here because it's much lighter than the DeWalt, and I'd rather lift this than lift that. This table saw is smaller and lighter, so I put it up on the top. The rigid sander doesn't weigh anything, so it's easy to lift. And the Craig job site foreman, it's also very light, so it's tucked in behind. So this is pretty easy to pull this down and grab the foreman. You know, I don't like having to do too much work to get access to my tools. So I try to think about ease of access. I've got a big planer. It's in the same place that it always was. I hate moving that thing. That's that DeWalt planer. Fantastic planer, but it's heavy. At least it's compact and it's got some handles so I can really cart it in. But it's down at waist level and it's in the back because I don't need it very often, so it's pushed away. This tool here, of course, I'd use a lot, and it's easy to lift out. The most difficult one probably is the saw stop. It is an 88-pound tool, and I've played with this and tried different things. I even have played around with just leaving it on the end and putting it on the hand truck, which I always have my hand truck with me, and just carting it up there and carting it out. And I may or may not do that in the future, but right now I'm finding that it fits here nice and it's out of the way, and that little bit of extra work, having it tucked away when I don't need it, eliminates me having to roll it out and out of the way when I just need access to the trailer. When I first tried to put the saw stop in, it wouldn't fit with the DeWalt because of this brace here, which holds this upper shelf in place with all that weight. Well, the beauty of the system, when I put it all together, I thought about that, and I used 2 pocket hole screws, top and bottom, knowing that this thing could be a floater. So I've never moved it before now. I went ahead and pulled the screws out, figured out where this saw had to go and exactly how I'm going to pull things out. This one's pretty straight, so I'm going to tuck this over closer to the table saw so that I can slide it in right past. This, of course, I can lift this right out, and then I have even some more space back in there. And so now all I have to do is reinstall the pocket screws. That's it. This entire rebuild, this remodel, this reorganization was moving this one brace, 4 pocket screws. That's the beauty of designing with the future in mind, so that you don't have to tear things apart and spend a bunch of time. If you enjoy hanging out in the Smart Woodshop, if you've learned anything, if you'd like to see me make more of these videos, then be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And remember, when you subscribe, you need to ring that bell so YouTube will let you know when I put up a new video. Thanks for dropping into the Smart Woodshop. You stay safe and have a great day.